Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. My name is Linda and today we are doing an art journal page, and as the title suggests, this is a grief therapy art journal page. Recently my grandniece passed away and she was only 3 months old, and I just needed a way to process my grief. Now normally I don't bring this kind of thing to my channel, so I apologize for that if it's a little on the sad side. I'm having a hard time processing this. But I also heard from the pastor when we went to the funeral that their medical bills are outrageous, they're astronomical, and they need help. So I'm reaching out to you guys for help, and that's just where I'm at. All of the money that I make from the ads on this video will go towards the family, so I'm going to monitor that closely. How you can help is to share this video, watch the ads, so that we can get as much as we possibly can. If you feel compelled to donate, there are links down below. It's not required, but if you feel like you need to, then you may find out more information down below, and whatever you need to look at. There is a Facebook page for Brie as well if you would like to check that out as well. I find that using art is a good way for me to process my grief. It's a good way for me to get my thoughts onto paper and pour my feelings out, and I find it helps me go through this process. So I'm going to take you guys along with me, and maybe you can find out some new techniques or you can learn some things. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate you watching as well. So let's get to creating.
Today is another journal page that I have that is a healing journal page. This page, I did one last year for my great aunt who had passed away, and I will put that in the iCard. This page is for my grandniece who passed away. She was 3 months old. She was born in December and she recently passed, and last week we had the funeral for Brie. Brielle is her name. It's always hard when a baby dies, a 3-month-old baby who had her whole life ahead of her. She's survived by her older brother, and she's got an older sister, and she also has a twin sister. And so Brie was a twin, and they are all her siblings, and they are all little as well. Anyway, so I'm creating this page, and it's got a lot of symbolism and a lot of important features to it. Well, I have her name here, and I'm gonna take these things off. None of this is glued down. I just kind of put it all in here just to kind of see where it's going. So I have a heart here, and I ripped it because yes, my heart is broken. Absolutely broken. And with a broken heart, we try to patch it together, but it never goes back the same once a heart's been broken. A clock because her time was way too short. Way too short. We have umbrellas, and I have 3 umbrellas symbolizing her remaining siblings that survived her. And I also have the umbrellas because we're under God's protection and God's umbrella. I just like that symbolism and that thought there, and I do need to finish fussy cutting them out, and I'm going to actually cut off the handle just like this, and I will draw in the handle with a marker. And we have gems that are raindrops because it's just like our tears, these look like little teardrops, and they are tears falling, and they are our broken hearts, and, all of the tears that were shed during her short life, before her short life, and after her short life. I'm starting out the page with, this is actually a wallpaper sample, so I liked the gray. They used gray and white as their funeral colors, and gray is just, a color that symbolizes sadness. It also, it's a beautiful neutral. Black was a little harsh for a little girl, so we're going to start out with this gray background. I'm going to adhere this on with gloss gel, and everything else will just be adhered on, and I will speed up the video after I finish talking with you guys, tell you about the whole thing, and I'll just speed up the video for the remainder of the assembly. And I will just flash up what products I use as we go, so that you know what I'm using as we go. I just don't think I will be able to talk through this whole art journal. I do know that it is important for my healing for the art journal because it just helps me free up my thoughts, and it helps. Whatever you can do to help your grieving process, that's important. And it is important to grieve when a loss happens. The other reason why I'm doing this video is it is actually a fundraiser. All of the money that I will get from monetization of this video, all of the money I get from the ads, I will donate to the family. I mean, I understood, but the pastor at her funeral last week really brought it to our attention that things are hard, and when you have 3 littles, and Brie had a rough start to life. She was in the hospital because she was a preemie with her sister, and they were both in the hospital for quite a while. But Brie also had a lot of health problems, a lot. She had a surgery in her short little life. She was planning to do more surgeries, and she spent more time in the hospital than out of the hospital. She just had more health problems than any one little girl should ever have. And now the family is inundated with bills, of course. So I'm taking this opportunity to create to use this video as a fundraiser. I'm going to spread on some clear gesso to prep the page, and it's just clear because wallpaper is pretty slick, and I don't think it'll let things really adhere to it very well. So we'll do this, and then I'll dry it, of course, before I add on it. I'm going to put some Lindy sprays on the background before I go to the rest of it. Anyway, as I was saying, all of the money from this video will go towards them. It will go towards their medical bills and whatever else they need. And I do know that the family wants to start a foundation in Brie's name once they are able to, and once they get back on their feet. The parents, my niece and her husband, are both small business owners. My niece is a hairstylist with a salon, and my nephew, her husband, is a painter, and so they both are small business owners. And so, as many of you know, it's really hard as a small business owner to keep the bills paid because you're not paid if you're not working, and of course you're not working when you are grieving as much as they were grieving. So things have been hard, and of course now they're trying to get back on their feet and get back to work and work full-time again. But of course it is hard. Let me dry this real quick. So I have Lindy sprays in the color Bachelor Button Blue and Steel Shimmer. Shake these up really well before you use them. Anyway, so what I'm asking you, if you would be so inclined, watch the video, and great, thank you very much for watching the video. If you are moved by the story and by the plight and you would like to donate, I have links down below. If you don't want to donate, that's fine as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. They appreciate it. They don't know that I'm doing this. I thought I would surprise her. Andrea is my niece. I thought I would surprise her. So that is what's going to happen with that. But if you feel you would like to donate, I will leave all the links down below. And what's a really cool thing that they're doing is what they call is My Promise to Brie. How do you want to live your life with a life cut so short? What is your promise to her? How will you make life better to help you grieve, but also to help move on and to help her and all these beautiful things? And my promise to Brie is just to be a better person. This was a recalibration, I guess. I'm resetting. I am deciding to love more, love harder, love deeply, forgive, make amends, and just be more present. Not be on my phone so much, not be on the internet so much, and just be more present, more involved in the day-to-day, and just be a part of day-to-day. And that is my promise to Brielle, and I have Mission Bells Brown here, just to add a little bit of brown. So I thank you very much for watching this video. I thank you very much for coming along with my journey. And so, yeah, I will just finish out this page, start adding my elements on, see what we can do, see how we can create this, and let's heal. And I'm going to heal with this whole thing, and it's just going to help me try to be better. And in her memory and in her honor, I am trying to be a better person. And that is the goal of everything, right? We're all trying to be better in the end. So that is what I'm going to do. So I will just get started. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening to my rambling. It's hard to have coherent thoughts when you've had an event like this. I know I'm a little scattered, and that's not on purpose, but it does happen when you have such a horrible, horrible tragedy that has happened. But I am trying to be better. But thank you for listening to my rambling. Thank you for understanding, and thank you for all of your help. And so, yeah, I'm just going to get going on this. Just move along and try to be better and create this page. So here we go. Let's do this. All right, there we go. This is the end of the journal page. Let me lift it up so you can see it, tip it to the side. The darkest nights produce the brightest stars. I also put stronger than yesterday and just breathe as some of the quotes I highlighted with gel pen. And there we go. That is the journal page. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the journal and the techniques that I used, and I hope you can use them in your journaling. And hopefully it's not for such a sad topic, but for other things. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll know when I post new videos. If you would like to follow along on my Instagrams, I have 2 Instagrams. I have Linda's Journey 78, which is all my personal stuff. And I have Take Time to Create, which is all my crafty goodies, those kinds of things. If you need more information about the family or just their plight or anything like that, all of the links are in the description box down below. I also have a Facebook and a blog. You can follow along on both. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.